not necessarily. The Boyce Thompson Arboretum, smack dab in the middle of the Sonoran Desert, is the largest and oldest botanical garden in Arizona. It was founded in 1924 as a desert plant research facility and living museum. It sits on nearly 400 acres just off U.S. Highway 60, 3 miles west of the town of Superior. The Arboretum has over 2,600 species of arid land plants and over 300 species of mammals, birds, amphibians, and reptiles. From saguaros to agaves, aloes, and other succulents, the Arboretum has over 800 varieties of cactus. Boyce Thompson Arboretum is a riparian zone that attracts all sorts of desert wildlife and migratory birds. In fact, the Audubon Society has designated the Arboretum an important bird area. Whatever the season you choose to visit, you can explore tree-lined and flowered trails. There are a number to choose from, and it's a good place to do some easy to moderate hiking.
Feeling trapped? Crushed? Is city life bringing you down? Sometimes you just have to get out.
One way to get out and enjoy the beauty that Arizona has to offer is to go wildlife watching. Wildlife watching opportunities are everywhere. You can start close to home. Setting out and maintaining a hummingbird feeder is an easy way to get started. It's a fun and inexpensive activity for the entire family to enjoy together. You'd be surprised to see what you can find in your own backyard. A good place to find out about wildlife watching is on the Arizona Game and Fish Department website. Here you can discover unique areas around the state for wildlife viewing. You can also learn about upcoming watchable wildlife events, like bighorn sheep viewing workshops along our waterways and lakes. There are also workshops for viewing bison and elk. There are special photography workshops. And you can even find nighttime bat netting events. Now you won't want to miss all the wildlife events happening across the state, like the High Country Hummers Festival. There's Wings Over Wilcox. The Verde Valley Nature and Birding Festival. And many more. You can find them on the website as well. These festivals often have tours you can sign up for and enjoy a guided walk to see some amazing and beautiful animals. If you can't get away as much as you'd like, we've got you covered there too. The Arizona Game and Fish website hosts several webcams so you can enjoy wildlife watching from the comfort of your own home. The Sandhill Crane Cam is very popular when they arrive for the season. And you can check in on the protected pupfish we have in a pond in Mesa. New webcams always seem to be getting installed, so check back often. The place to get started is online at www.azgfd.gov/wildlife watching.
Arizona is a great place to get outdoors, and we at Arizona Game and Fish intend to keep it that way by continuing to conserve and protect more than 800 species of wildlife. I'm Shelley Shepard. I hope you can get out here to enjoy these Arizona wildlife views.
To subscribe to Arizona Wildlife Views magazine, which includes the Arizona Wildlife Views calendar, call 1-800-777-0015 or visit www.azgfd.gov/magazine.
Town of Prescott Valley Special Regular Town Council Meeting, June 17th, 2021. Call to order. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilmember Kinsinger.
Present.
Councilmember Dickinson.
Here.
Councilmember Hepperly.
Here.
Councilmember Schumacher.
Present.
Councilmember Packard.
Present.
Vice Mayor Hunt.
I'm here.
Mayor Polguta.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Thank you, ma'am. New business, item 3 for review, comment, and/or passable action. We'll just jump right to 3B, settlement agreement. Police Chief Steve Roser.
Mayor, Council, the item you have before you is a severance agreement between the town and Chief Roser. I don't have any additional information beyond what's in your packet to relate to you at this time. Normally, the town manager, as the personnel officer, has the authority to negotiate and sign severance agreements such as this. This item is being brought before you because it exceeds the manager's signing authority. The maximum the manager can sign is the contracts up to $30,000. It's important to know that Chief Roser has already signed this agreement, and so at this point, I'm just here to answer any questions that you might have.
Sounds good. Mr. Legler, do you have anything to add to this?
You know, nobody likes to ask me anything because I start talking about history.
Oh, I'm well aware of that, sir.
Nobody likes that. If I didn't have that, what would I talk about?
Very true.
But we've done a number of these types of agreements over the years, and they're not unusual when we've had issues. And we're grateful that in this case, Steve got an attorney that I think was a very good one. And whenever we do these agreements, we try to follow a template, and we're looking to make a clean separation that everyone feels good about. And I'm really grateful for his counsel. His counsel got right to the issues, got right back to me, was very reasonable, very fair. So I have to say that I feel very good about the agreement that we've entered into. I think it's a solid one, and we'll do a good job for both the organization and for Steve. So if you have any questions for me in that regard, this is not an unusual type of document. We've done a number of these over the years. Ryan, as the manager, could have just signed it if the amount had not been beyond his authority. And so that's why he's got to bring it to you so you can authorize the mayor to sign it.
I did have one addition as well. The Exhibit A, the amounts for COBRA are incorrect. I believe that's showing it for an individual, not a family. So the family amounts are closer to $1,697 per month for a total of $10,184, which we could just initial as we're signing the document. That's on a reimbursement basis.
Thanks, Ryan. I just think this is a good example of staff working with their employees and how much the town of Prescott Valley values their employees, whether they are current employees, employees moving on in their career, or just overall just retiring and getting out of the business. So, Council, you have any questions for Mr. Legler or Mr. Judy?
I did. I just want to clarify. For some reason, I'm having problems with logging in to show the most current on here, and I know that what we were last given is dated from...
It says that I needed a password when I tried to go.
Yeah, it's not letting me in on that,
Okay.
so I'm just wanting to make sure.
It's the same document that you saw on Monday.
Okay.
The only change is that the date was changed to the 17th instead of the 13th.
Okay, June 17th,
Okay.
and then it is for 1 year.
It is.
Okay, just wanted to clarify that because now I'm not able to access
Okay.
it.
Yeah, no changes were made. The only change now we're going to have to make is that amendment to Appendix or Exhibit A.
Correct.
And we'll be letting Steve and his attorney know that immediately so that they'll see that new number.
Okay, thank you.
So, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion. I'd like to wish the chief well in his retirement and authorize the mayor to sign a settlement agreement with the police chief, Steve Roser, for purposes of Town Code 2-02-040E, subject to the amendment in Exhibit A, which is a total COBRA reimbursement of $10,184, according to our town manager, by electronic vote.
Can I have a second?
I'd like to second it.
Clerk, please call the vote.
Okay.
Vice Mayor Hunt?
Yes.
That passes unanimously, Mayor.
Thank you, ma'am. Moving on, item 3A, Antelope Park Spray Pad Project, CIP P498, approval. You are not Mr. Bobby Kieran.
Nope.
Hi, Bobby.
I am Casey Van Haren.
Welcome, ma'am.
As I am not an expert on spray pads, I certainly feel more comfortable discussing them. Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council, thank you for having me tonight. There you go. So we are here tonight to discuss the vote for the approval of the construction contract with Exerplay for a spray pad at Antelope Park. This is the conceptual design that Exerplay / Aquatics has for the Antelope spray pad. I just have to say that we worked with Exerplay, Justin. He was amazing. The company was wonderful. They got this the spray pad at Bob Edwards up working quickly. We only had the one issue with the tank, which is why it is closed down right now. There was a delay in the delivery of the tank. However, you guys approved the purchase for another tank, so we will not have that issue with the Antelope spray pad. What I'm showing you tonight are just some conceptual designs for the Antelope spray pad that the Parks and Recreation Commission thought were great, recommended this design, and of course Exerplay. I think it's going to be a great addition to Antelope. Again, these are just some of the elements that we're having. I went a little too fast there, excuse me. This one right here, there are 3 zones. There's a dynamic zone for more active kids, a family zone for little kids, older kids, and adults, and then the tot zone, which is the bottom zone for little tots to play around and have a little more room. And this, again, just kind of shows the conceptual design. And the little sprinklers at the bottom. It's a really good design. Again, Exerplay is an amazing company. We're really excited to work with them if you vote to approve. Any questions?
We have questions, Council?
I just hope it's as amazing as the other one, because that went so quickly.
It was so fun.
The kids just absolutely adore it, and watching them play there is just amazing.
Right.
Mayor, if I could add just one thing.
Absolutely.
The original spray pad, I call it a splash pad still, that's a copyrighted name. Bob Edwards Park was primarily funded through a donation.
Correct.
Yes.
This one is being funded through impact fees, so Growth is paying for this project. It's not coming out of our general fund.
That is awesome. And I don't know how many people from council or out in the audience have gone over to the Bob Edwards Park, but it truly is amazing. Like there's kids on there all the time.
Yes.
So one question, and it came across my Facebook page. It wasn't a question, but it was a comment. Do you know of any injuries that have occurred at the splash pad? I know they normally wouldn't come through us, but... No,
and I've heard a little bit. Vice Mayor Hunt had let me know about that. And so I had reached out to the vendor, about, some injuries and why that the concrete finish was chosen. And, I reached out to our vendor, and, of course, as a librarian, I did a lot of research. And brushed concrete is the most common splash pad surface. It's an industry standard that enhances the safety and overall accessibility to the pad.
Nice.
The vast majority of splash pads are concrete with a medium broom finish to prevent slipping, which we do have. We have followed the Model Aquatics Health Code, which recommends a surface with the coefficient of friction equal to broom finish concrete, as does the manufacturer of the spray pad. I also found out that Prescott, Maricopa, Glendale, and Surprise have had recent splash pads with the same medium broom finish concrete. And of course, with any spray pad, water park, rules are in place to minimize risk. And it's, of course, it includes giving the caregivers watching over and making sure their kiddos wear water shoes and don't run.
Oh, absolutely. So, like I said last time, I cannot say anything more about how great these are for our community and for the children that go out there and just have a great time. I actually drove by last week and they were having a birthday party They rented out that pavilion area, and they just had their birthday party. So how great is that?
That's awesome.
So if there's no other questions or comments.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion.
I don't know if we, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the construction contract with Extra Play Incorporated in the total amount of $295,779.39 for the spray pad project in Antelope Park by electronic vote.
I second it.
Clerk, please call the vote.
That passes unanimously, Mayor.
Thank you, ma'am. And Casey, I don't know if you've been following my page. I did a post last night about this splash pad right now, and nothing but great things have been said about that. So
awesome.
Congratulations to your staff. Doing an amazing job.
Thank you. Appreciate your support.
And finally, we're on item 4. Usually it's a higher number, but we still need the same thing at this point. We need a motion to adjourn, folks.
Go ahead.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
I'll second.
Call the vote, please.
That passes. Vice Mayor Hunt.
Very sorry.
That passes unanimously.
Thank you. Everyone have a great night, and we'll see you back here in about 45 minutes.